Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Northern Lion Live Super Show, the Thursday, October 23rd, 2014 edition. I, as always, am your host, Northern Lion, joined by my esteemed co-host, Rock Lee Smiles. My acclaimed, prestigious co-host, Rock Lee Smile.
Acclaim went out of business. It's not funny, man.
What was the best game Acclaim ever made?
Turok Dinosaur Hunter.
I was thinking like one of the NBA Jams.
NBA Jam Tournament Edition.
Was that published by Midway? I'm not totally sure.
Who cares? I'm saying Acclaim did it.
All right. They also put out like a lot of terrible games, but in any case, I'm happy to be here. How you doing, Nick?
I'm all right. How are you?
What do you mean you're all right? You got to put on a show for the people.
All right.
I'm all right. Why just all right?
I don't know. It's just all right.
I'd like to know.
All right. It's just kind of a cold, shitty day out. It's like rainy and windy, and like power was out for a while last night. So I'm just all right.
We had a, it was hashtag BC Storm in Vancouver, not last night, but Tuesday night. And if you looked at the map of like where the power went out, we were just like the one unblemished space on the entire map. It was incredibly lucky. But our shopping cart, like the thing you kind of wheel around, not like a push one, but like you see ladies carrying the...
You gotta explain to me what a shopping cart is.
Well, it's the one they drag behind them. Not the one they push them. Anyway, we have one.
Not a shopping cart, mate.
What would you call it then? It's a
I don't know.
wheeled carriage. Tote? Anyway, it almost blew off our balcony. It was like halfway off, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna get fucking sued, but we got it.
Crap, man.
That's the end of that story.
Glad the kitties didn't fly out the window or something, too.
Yeah, we were like, get the fuck out of the window, because... Well, Kate was like, what if a branch comes through? And I'm like, that would be one hell of a throw.
Yeah, how the hell did the branch get up?
It would have to get pretty darn high. Anyway, Nick, our Docket today. Isaac's Spelunky, just the daily challenge. We actually legitimately tried to get Frozelunky working, or the online net play for Frozelunky, and we didn't have enough time, probably.
It's another Hamachi issue or something. I don't know. Games like that don't
If we
happen.
took some time to troubleshoot it, we'd probably be able to make it work. But we couldn't. And this is not a denim shirt, chat, by the way. It's the same color as denim, I guess. Blue. Finally. A little bit of Spy Party at the end. Shall we get our seed started, Nick? The answer is yes. I'm going to say 411. Give me the 411. You give me the four last characters.
I really wanted to hear more about your denim shirt. Let's do...
It's not denim.
7591.
It's cotton. And as soon as I put on the shirt at like 2:51, and Kate's like, why are you dressing up? And I was like, oh, it's going to be one of those days. Is it? As soon as I go on camera for chat, they're like, hey, why are you wearing a fancy shirt? You think you're better than us? It's... okay, I'm starting, by the way.
Okay.
But I'm going off already. You know how when it's laundry day, most people wear like their shittiest clothes? Because yeah, I'm going to re-roll the crap out of that. Because I work indoors and very rarely leave my house, on laundry day, I actually have to wear like my best clothes, or at least
you're just wearing like a suit jacket.
I'm like, I don't have any more comfy hoodies left. They need to be washed, and all my like video game T-shirts are dirty and smell bad. Okay, fine. No. I'll put on the shirt I wore to my like university graduation.
You gotta put the cap on too.
You don't get to keep that. It's all a fucking.
What? You don't get mine.
You had to, dude.
It's sitting right there. I can grab it like right now if I get up.
You got to keep your cap?
Yeah, man.
How much did that cost you? Like $1 trillion?
Oh, everyone buys their own cap.
That's ridiculous. We got to have our,
You wanna see my cap, chat? I'll get my cap for you.
We just had to rent it. It's like a freaking scam. I mean, I understand it's a very seasonal business, so you got to do what you got to do to stay to stay open, keep the lights on. It's like $150 to rent the gown and the cap, though.
I'm showing them my cap right now.
That's fine. You can show them your kappa if you want to.
Got the tassel and everything. Look at that.
I think you just stole it, to be honest with you.
09, baby.
Congrats. Class of 09.
I mostly just wanted to prove to them that I graduated from college.
Usually, instead of a cap, you'd have like a diploma or something.
I have that too. That's not accessible quite as easily, but I have it somewhere.
Yeah. What the fuck? I have all the caps for my graduations. You had caps for graduations before like college or university?
Yeah.
At high school, we just kind of walked up there.
High school had a thing. I mean, it might not have had a cap actually.
We had a gown, but then I don't think we had a cap.
Such a weird ritual. Also, like the college stuff with like the old, you know, masters of the college, and they have like all this Latin stuff, and they have like a chalice and like a mace.
Yeah, they always have like some dope ass scepter. They're like,
Yeah,
who do you think you are, Gandalf?
What's going on with all that? I mean, I get that it's like tradition, but it seems a little Illuminati-like, doesn't it?
They walk out and looking like Jerry fucking Lawler, and then they're like, "This is the Emeritatis Biological Vitae," and then you're like, "Whoa, are you summoning like Cthulhu from the depths below right now?"
I'm pretty sure that's what they were doing. Yeah.
In short, what up with that?
What up with that?
You New World people are so strange. Oh, don't even give me that shit. Like it's any less ritualistic in like England or something.
Apparently it is.
You know, in Denmark they don't even have checks, Nick.
I did know that.
I was
and
told,
you know the beaver taint's real.
Yeah, but it's raspberry, it's not vanilla.
Oh, is it? I didn't actually read that part. Maybe I thought it was vanilla.
It's not vanilla, it's raspberry.
Oh, that's disappointing. I wanted it to be vanilla. Thank you to Andy Sum for the subscription. Welcome to the Quarry. Let's raise some beauty faces, everybody.
Maybe I will.
We're not allowed to talk about food anymore, though. Chad's too upset about that.
I'm a cunt about it.
Yeah. Wow, I didn't think you were gonna say that.
We don't graduate high school. We just piss off.
You just stop going?
That's my favorite, because that's the way it should. Okay, I'm demonstrating like a little bit of snobbiness when I say this, but I feel like for a lot of people that's about as ceremonial as it should be. It's kind of like, yeah, you did it, all right.
Did you ever like go back to your high school ever to visit it or anything?
No.
Me either.
It wasn't.
A lot of my friends did. I just never did it.
I don't get it, man. That's some weird ass like coming of age that makes no sense to me. I didn't like. It wasn't like I was like, oh, fuck that place. I never want to see it again. It was more just like
I have other shit to do now.
Yeah, like on my list of things to do, visiting my old high school for some sense of nostalgia is like super low next to like, you know, pay the bills.
Yeah. Kind of feel the same way. It would have been nice to meet some of my teachers again, you know, by the same account, though.
See, maybe I was just a bad I know I was a bad teacher, but maybe I'm like a shitty person as well, because if I had students that came up to me like 3 years after they graduated and they're like, hey, yo, you know, Mr. MacArthur, what's up? I'd be like, you know, just doing my fucking job. How about you? You're all
but you don't like make a bond with some of your students occasionally, even if it's not like a big one, just like a little bit.
Well, yeah, you make the bond, but then you like, you know, you get a new bond
just
next
fuck
year.
Off.
I think every like year of kids is like, oh, I made like a big difference in my teacher's life, but really you probably didn't. You're probably just mostly like, you know, there.
Well, maybe it's all just for show. Maybe none of it's real, but there's got to be a few teachers in the chat that are like, yeah, no, I know what you mean. Like, I have a few kids that like I definitely am friends with now.
I don't want that. That's weird to me. That's
false.
false.
Well, it's not for everybody then.
Turbo Hod, by the way, up down to the side. Welcome to the Lion Pride. But you know,
there are teachers that you definitely didn't get that sense from, that like they wanted to talk to you ever again, and that's fine. Like they have that right. But there's ones that I feel like they wanted to talk to you a little bit more, maybe.
Cool. Have fun.
Nick wants NL to do bondage with his students. Yeah, that's basically what I said. They'd tie them up with ropes. That's right.
I just say when the bell rings, I just want to hang out with my real friends, not students who want to become friends with me through. Because I feel like if the student wants to be friends with the teacher, it's kind of like they want to do it as like a token. They're like, check it out, I'm friends with my old philosophy teacher. Like, aren't I mature now? When I don't want that kind of specter hanging over our relationship. I want it to be like, we're two people who enjoy each other's company. I just happened to teach them like 8 years ago or something like that. But it's always like,
when did the ghosts get involved?
What are you talking about?
So there'd be a specter involved. I'm not interested in that. I just want a relationship with people who are still alive.
Oh yeah. Evil Typhoon, thank you for the subscription, by the way.
That's some wild shit, man. Friends with ghosts.
Maybe as long as we get along. I don't care who I'm friends with, student, teacher, whatever, man.
Wait, you just said you didn't want to be friends
with
students.
I just don't want to be the
or ghosts.
I just don't want to be the token teacher friend. You know, I don't want to be like, hey, check out how grown up I am. I'm friends with my old teacher. I want it to be more like, that guy told a really funny joke yesterday, and now we're friends. Like that's more where I want to fall.
Why can't a teacher do that?
Well, because you could be a token for them. You're the token teacher friend.
Man, you're cynical about this whole thing. Thank you, by the way, to Bid P for the $5 donation. Please wear the hat for stream. Also get Foxman and Alpaca to join you again. I love those guys together. I love them all too. We'll see what happens. And thank you very much for the donation.
Already took the items. Okay. Hey, Nick, there's some good pills on this run.
Yeah, I just got a full health one. I'm actually up to 6 red hearts so far. I'm actually doing pretty well.
This guy thinks he's hot shit for having 6 red hearts.
Excuse me?
Oh,
that's kind of a lot for basement too, man.
I have 7, Nick.
Holy shit.
Zico too, thank you for the subscription as well. I'm half joking, by the way. That's the thing I want to get in chat. People are like, wow, what the fuck happened to NL? Like, why is he such a dick? I'm just shooting the shit for the most part. And that comes down to the food conversation as well. It's not, it's half just playing a character for fun. But also...
Yeah, it sucks we have to pull that back, huh?
It's based on my real beliefs, though. Like, I kind of, you know, am self-inflating. Consider myself like a little bit of a, you know, Curb Your Enthusiasm Larry David type, who's like, I'm exaggerating my personality for hopefully comedic purposes, but also this is who I am. Just cranked up, like super high.
It's like Northern Line squared.
That's, yeah, a good way to put it.
I do that a little bit, too.
Although if I was negative, normally, which I am, that would make me positive, which I'm not. Maybe you should be friends with your math. Maybe you should be friends with your math teacher, Nick.
Good point. I always was terrible at math, actually.
Yeah, it happens. Except when NL spends almost 3 hours torturing Nick for going into a bank to do his business. Though that's the exact, like, epitome of what I'm talking about.
You guys all know that, like, we don't actually get upset at each other for that shit. That's just jokes.
And you guys know that when Nick says he actually goes to the bank teller, like, he's just making that up. He's playing the character.
That's actually real.
He's playing the character of the antiquated, you know, technophobic kind of like
I am
country.
Kind of technophobic, as I've demonstrated every day of my damn life.
Oh, you were being serious.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You did. I don't even know it's real anymore. Let's explain all the jokes.
I got you pretty good.
Let's explain all of them.
Nick, as good as this run is going, I didn't get my deal with the devil on the second floor.
Oh, it sucks to be you.
It's
I
like
didn't either.
It's like not having my, you know, my sandwich for lunch or my granola bar after the second segment. I just feel like something's a little bit off.
What if it was almond instead of peanut butter? Would that work too?
So straight up, as a result of your, you know, the serpents that you've whispered in my ear over the course of the past several months, I bought, when I went to the grocery store and I, you know, picked up some granola bars, I picked up oats and honey and, also roasted almond, and then I ate them and was like, I don't like this. So the next time I went to the grocery store, I bought 2 boxes of peanut butter.
Wow.
You missed an intro sub. Up, down to the side. Welcome to the Lion Pride. I appreciate the heads up. I didn't actually in chat. I was like, slugs. That was really good timing. Thanks for subscribing.
Holy butts, man. All right, I'm up to 7 red hearts, and like donations are flying in like
this
mad.
guy thinks he's hot shit for having 7 red hearts.
What are you up to now?
I got 8.
You're a wild dude. How
I got 8.
Keep up with this guy.
I got 8, motherfucker. Get on my level.
Whenever I think I'm doing well, you're always 1 step ahead, huh? That's okay.
I'm a sucker like I said. Just 1 step ahead, huh?
Yeah, you are. Thank you very much to Andy Sum for the $10.69 donation. Hey guys, I'd love to stay and watch, but I'm starting a restaurant and I've got so much to organize. Missing the NLSS. Well, thank you very much for your kind donation and good luck with organizing your restaurant. That's very
Damn,
impressive.
dude, that's pretty wild.
I've never done that. I probably never will do that because I'm not super interested in starting a restaurant, but I've seen a lot of people do it in TV shows and it looks very complicated, so good luck.
Mr. Ryan MacArthur, thank you for the subscription. When I was younger, I had the idea, like, this is a joke that was...
your teacher.
Sorry, what?
That was your teacher, Mr. MacArthur.
Yeah, that was an inside joke there.
Okay.
When I was... Orange Enigma, peanut butter is not the only nut that should be made into butter. Almond butter is also delicious.
Get some nut butter for you.
Don't be gross. But, you know, they talk about this on How I Met Your Mother as, like, you know, every guy has the dream to open a bar at some point in his life. When I was younger, I was like, damn, dude, it would be so nice to open a bar with my friends. It would be just like, you know, Cheers, but without all the drama, right? Make for a bad television show, but a nice life. And as I've gotten older and realized that, you know, I'm so risk-adverse that I don't even want to buy stocks, I'm like, fuck that, dude.
Is it adverse or averse? I thought it was averse.
I think you can use, it's risk-averse.
Okay.
Adverse is also a negative thing. It's also my
Yeah.
favorite magazine. It's where I learn about Mike Chang's new techniques on how he reaches such a wide global audience.
There's a lot of things I need to learn about Mike Chang. Anyway, continue.
Basically, what I'm getting at is that I would never do that anymore.
Oh.
The end.
Okay.
I've given up the dream of owning a bar because it's kind of just nicer to go to them.
Well, I saw what happened on It's Always Sunny, and like Dee and Dennis were smoking crack or something, and I don't want that to happen to me.
I'm pretty sure that they would like, if It's Always Sunny was real, that bar would be like super out of business.
They've hung in there over the years, though. It's been a tough ride for them, but they've hung in there.
Right? Yeah.
So, no, they're fine.
All right. Well, sure. I'm just gonna take Demon Baby. Why is
Thank
chat
you very
saying-
much to Mr. Ryan MacArthur for the sub. Welcome to the quarry.
What are you saying? He
My favorite
remembered.
teacher.
Oh, NL has learned the bomb trick. Yeah, I've got it. I've got the bomb trick mastered now.
You go out of the room and you come back?
Well, yes, that's half of it, but it's a situational thing. It's that room that has like 3 bombs in the middle, and normally if you if you didn't do the trick, you'd need 2 bombs. But if you do the trick, you only need 1.
I've seen Cobalt do it a few times. I just found that room myself, actually. I wish I had a bomb to use to get those 3
No bombs, huh?
I am a bomb averse.
Are you having an adverse reaction to that?
I might be. Thank you, by the way, to Sunbro Rhino
Yeah.
for the $20.69 donation. Hey, Nick and NL, been a while since I caught the NLSS on Twitch. Glad to be able to tune in today. Question, what do you consider to be Limp Bizkit's magnum opus? Definitely Significant Other.
Okay. Are we saying magnum opus is an album, or magnum opus is a
It's a
song?
condom size.
I'm gonna put my magnum in Yopus.
Yeah, opus, got it.
It's pretty gross.
I liked it.
So I think that's a really good question if you boil it down to a song, though. Because what would you say what's the knee-jerk reaction for Limp Bizkit's magnum opus as far as songs go?
Counterfeit or Nookie probably is the most...
Counterfeit? What the fuck is counterfeit?
Freaking me out, you wear a mask called Counterfeit. It's from $3 Bill Y'alls.
Dude, nobody knows counterfeit. I'm just gonna tell you that right now.
That was their biggest song before Significant Other came out.
That's absolute
What do you think it is, fucking Gold Cobra? What do you know?
Nobody thinks it's Gold Cobra, Nick. I'm just saying.
That's true.
It's either... It's Nookie or Rollin', I feel.
Okay, it might be Roland. What about the Millennium one?
That's Robbie Williams.
It's 1999, baby.
Dude, I'm so mad at this skull right now.
Is that your way of admitting it is 1999, baby?
I wish it was 1999. Back in the day, man. It was like 6th grade.
Things would be easier.
I mean, they were
Actually, it wouldn't be. They'd actually be harder. We wouldn't be playing video games on the internet as much.
Almost assuredly not. I was still using videotapes back then. Didn't even have a DVD player. Lucky Desperado. Up, down to the side. Welcome to the Lion Pride. Okay, yeah, people are like, break stuff's gonna be in there as well. That's true, yeah.
Okay, that's a fair point.
I don't know, man.
Maybe somebody should start a straw poll, like what are all the top Limp Bizkit albums in the or
Not
songs?
albums, Nick.
Sorry, I meant
We all agree Chocolate Starfish is the best of the albums.
No, I don't. I think Significant Other's better.
Come on, Chocolate Starfish is the best of the albums, though.
Nope. It's got the best cover, though. I'll give you that much.
I'll take this.
I done just...
I'm not gonna take that.
I like End Together now as well, chat.
Yeah, but it's a little bit more of like a...
Could be the boss, hook 'em to the cross, stranded in the land of the lost.
It's not as...
On sideways.
It doesn't stand on its own merits as
bad.
well as those other songs, I think.
I think it does.
Those other pieces, I should
I
say.
still remember all the words to it.
Yeah, I can tell, yeah, but that's probably because you listened to it about 100 times, not because it's particularly memorable.
Alright, maybe. I think it's memorable too, though.
Well, it's easy to memorize if you listen to it 100 times.
He brought his sword to the dance floor to cut a rug. That's such a great lyric.
That's not a great lyric. Don't even
on,
tell
that's
me
so good.
it's not My Way, you guys. My Way is like, it's
not My
fine.
Way.
But My Way is like,
The highway, that's so dumb.
that's a deep cut. That's
Come on, man.
not, that's not your, you know, if you were gonna put one Limp Bizkit song on your mixtape, it would not be My Way.
Gravestone.
On your gravestone. It's My Way or the Highway.
Come on, that's a good thing. You want to figure out which one you would put on your gravestone.
On my gravestone, it's gonna say, "You want to mess with Limp Bizkit? You can't mess with Limp Bizkit. Why? Yeah." And then it would just, that would be
just
the end
go
of it.
why, dot, dot, dot.
What did I forget? Did I use 2 bombs instead? Oh my god, you guys have... I'm having a whole conversation here trying to like use the parts of my memory I haven't used since the year fucking 1998. And you're gonna be mad at me for not using a bomb effectively when I already have a surplus of bombs. Spoony.
Use your basal ganglia. Nobody ever uses that.
Spoony Bob, thank you for the subscription. I'm using it right now, man.
Thank you also to Spoony Bob. You hit us both at the same time. Good
I didn't
call.
get a Moobot shout out.
What the hell's Moobot's problem?
What's your problem, Moobot?
Get back in the game here, sucker. Like I said.
Bloody penny. I'll take it.
Oh, this floor sucks. There's so many things I could get if I had 1 bomb.
You're on Caves 2?
Yeah, Catacombs 1.
Oh, man.
It's full of bombs that I can't reach because I have none. Wonder if I should have re-rolled that bandage just in case I got some bombs out of it.
There's only like one item.
Really?
There's only one item that can give you bombs, I think, from the boss.
Really, just one? Oh.
I think so. Plus, like, by the way, Super Bandage is dope as hell.
It is really good.
It's dope.
I wouldn't look at gift bandage in the mouth.
One of the best items, I'd say.
I like the super fan.
Yeah, that doesn't show up in boss rooms, though.
Yeah, but I like it, I'm just saying.
Sure, yeah, I like freaking ice cream sundaes.
I like ice cream between 2 waffles, but I don't talk about that anymore.
I'm glad you don't talk about that anymore.
I like this person's name, Jadenifer Jad Aniston. Donated $5.69. As a big fan of the NLSS for nearly a year now, I've always wondered your guys' opinion on zipping up your hoodie versus keeping it unzipped in terms of style and functionality. Well, first off, thank you very much for the donation. Second off, is that a thing you can say?
Yeah.
I don't know. That is a thing that I could go either way on. Actually, this might be telling, actually. Before I started the stream, my hoodie was zipped. It is now unzipped. So
You
do with
unzipped
that
it for the
information
stream.
what you will. I wasn't sure if it was just for the streamer because I was starting to get warm. So, I'm not sure. What about you?
Do whatever makes you comfortable, man. I don't care.
Yeah, but for style and functionality is what we're after here.
I don't give a shit about style at all. I got styles, miles, and fucking miles.
That's weird. So, like, you're just gonna disregard this question entirely. That's
I'm not
very rude.
disregarding it. If it feels good, do it. Even if you shouldn't, don't let people mess you around.
Oh, okay. That's a valid point.
Yeah. If you'd be more comfortable zipped up, zip it up, baby. Hide the goods. More comfortable open, let it go. See if I care. I think you're
All
a
right,
cool
I'm
dude
hiding
either
the
way.
goods. Nick unzipped for us. I certainly did. I want to make sure you have access to all those goods. What?
What if a hoodie doesn't have a zipper? Well, then you should probably wear it like,
Buy a new one.
you know, unzipped, I guess.
What happened to your hoodie is that it's broken like that. Get a new one.
I don't like pullover hoodies as much, but the zipped up hoodies are usually a little bit more expensive.
Okay, Demon Baby, you need to cool your jets for 5 seconds here so you can shoot these damn turrets. Please. Oh my god, please leave me alone.
Zip halfway is the best way. Whatever makes you feel comfortable, yeah, that's fine.
Halfway of the highway.
There's no wrong way to eat a Reese's, and there's no wrong way to wear a hoodie, except for like backwards or inside out.
There's one wrong way to eat a Reese's, and that's to put it up your butt.
It's not really eating so much as like putting it up your butt.
No, it's... Well, I saw the South Park episode where Cartman tried to prove you can eat food by putting it in your asshole. It doesn't work.
I think you should stop letting South Parks inform so much of your worldview. That's no disrespect meant to Matt Parker and Trey Stone.
I am Lord. Lord. Lord.
I don't really get it, because I haven't seen it, but you keep bringing it up. Maybe just by osmosis. See, this is how I end up with these cultural references, and people are like, hey, did you like that thing that's referencing? And I'm like, I don't know, I've never seen it. People, the inside jokes just... I think they think it's going to make you watch it, but I just don't watch it. Instead, I kind of, like, assimilate the information.
I want to meet that Lord. Go for a twofer if you can.
I get it, that was like a Tim and Eric one.
It was a combination of two things, yeah.
Got an itchy eye here.
Stop scratching your butt. Putting in your eye.
Why does everything have to do with butt stuff, like, for you?
It works.
You got a lot of, like, I mean, yeah, it'll work a lot better if you stop shoving chocolate in it. Probably work a lot longer, too.
How do you think the starfish gets to be chocolate? That's how.
I can tell you exactly how the starfish gets to be chocolate, but I think we should wait till the stream's over.
Oh. Alright, well, I'm eager to hear that.
Go into the secret room, NL. Oh, but I don't know. I need to save those bombs that I wasted earlier. I wasted one bomb earlier. This is a chance for me to, you know, get back to break-even point here.
Potato mushroom stew, thank you so much for your subscription. Welcome to the quarry, my friend, and I love the sound of that food that you've just brought up, by the way. It sounds great.
Sounds earthy. Not much of a mushroom fan, but there's some really good potato stews out there. Either potato stew as potato as an ingredient in the stew, or as potato as like the star of the show, like in a gamjatang or something like that.
Look at this guy. I asked him about hoodies. He's like, I don't know, man. And then I bring up potato stew, and he's like, all right, I've got 100 opinions now.
I've got a really passionate opinion. Potatoes are. It's not sophisticated to say, but potatoes probably are my favorite vegetable, and that's here we go. Potatoes not a vegetable. It's a starch. It's a fucking vegetable. Okay. Anyway.
Tomatoes are a fruit. I don't care.
Yeah. Potatoes are a fucking vegetable. I'm not saying you should have a salad made out of like mashed potatoes and then be like, oh, I had my 5 to 10 servings today. No, that's probably bad. But they're a vegetable. They're my favorite vegetable.
You ever have potato pancakes?
Yeah, dude. I fucking love potato pancakes.
I love them too, actually.
Give me some of those fat latkes. Sign me up. Hash browns.
No.
You've never had them?
No, I said I never have them, like as in I rarely have them. They're never around is what I mean to say.
The thing with potato pancakes, they're a pain in the ass.
Why? To make?
Yeah, because you gotta actually grate the potato, and then you gotta like squeeze it. You gotta make sure all the moisture's gone, and then you gotta do something with it quick, because if you don't do something with it quick, then the potatoes turn like a weird color. So it's a pain in the dick when you could just like boil them or, you know, bake them instead.
Boil them, put them in a stew. Yeah, if you're the type of person who has a lot of hash browns, though, I think that would be not too hard, because you already have some of that stuff left over.
What are you talking about? You have it left over?
Oh, the cut up potato bits.
Well, you're using them for the hash browns.
Well, maybe you got a little
Who makes
extra.
2 different kinds of potato dishes at the same time?
You can do a little extra.
We're gonna have hash browns and latkes? What the hell?
Thank you, Lucky Desperado, for the subscription. Welcome to the quarry.
Does it make any damn sense?
It makes a little sense if you know that you're gonna want some potatoes tomorrow and you've got some preparation stuff.
No, because if you shred the potatoes a day in advance, they're gonna turn color when you like leave them in the fridge.
Oh, yeah, you're probably right about that, actually.
Potatoes turn quickly, man. It's like The Walking Dead.
It is just like The Walking Dead, now that you mention it.
If I'm going through the effort to chop up some potatoes, I'm eating them that fucking day, I'll tell you that much, whether that's the intention or not. Those potatoes are being consumed.
That freaking zombie archetype, though, you know they turn quickly, and yet somebody always has to be like, no, but this person that I love won't turn.
There's just some things I have no patience for in fiction anymore.
I'm so tired of that.
And I know the defense is always like, well, this is a different zombie universe. Like, this is the first time these people have ever interacted with zombies.
Bullshit.
Yeah, okay. You're a fucking writer in the real world, though, okay? You gotta have some more respect for your audience than give them this shit like, oh, maybe they won't turn. It's the same thing. I go off on this all the fucking time, but you can't do, like, an Aliens property and have someone say, oh, my stomach hurts, I'll be fine. You know, there was an alien attached to my face, he inserted his phallus into my mouth.
I don't understand what's gonna happen next, but I feel sick.
Exactly. You can't do that anymore. It's been done. People know. It's over. You did it.
The word's on the street.
You have to have respect. You can't say, like, the ignorance of the characters is, like, you know, that somehow that makes the audience enjoy it. No,
they can say it, but it's bullshit.
Right, exactly.
Disingenuous, dishonest, intellectually dishonest.
It's just lazy.
That's better, yeah.
It's real lazy.
I think kind of implies maliciousness. I don't think it's malicious.
This fruit fight's about to get delicious and malicious.
Potato mushroom stew says, at Rockley Smile, I can't do anything without starting an argument. I'm sorry.
It's not an argument. I think we mostly agree.
Oh. You can have an argument as in like a discourse, and it doesn't mean that anybody's mad at each other.
It's true. He's right.
Unless you want to argue about that.
No, it's okay. No, it's okay.
And thank you very much to super nice guy Jeff with coffee. Glad to hear you have coffee today. And also thank you for the 569. Hey, Nick, here's some badass tokens. You having a giggle, mate. Thank you very much for the badass tokens. I will put them into reload speed.
Yeah, that's an important one. Oh, there's another blood bank. Somebody up there likes me.
I got the weird skinny mushroom, so I'm pretty happy about that.
Oh, I love that item. Did you get the fat one? Because I have the fat one.
I got a fat one, but it's not that kind of mushroom.
Don't be gross about it. You got a fat one? Maybe you can fill up my massive chalice.
Oh, I'd love to. I have to play that. I heard you liked it.
Dude, okay. Massive Chalice, there's going to be a Let's Look at tomorrow. It's the new tactical strategy game. It's like XCOM-ish from Double Fine. It's super cool. The strategy stuff, like the XCOM-y stuff, it's okay. But what's really cool about it is that you have this like breeding element. So people have traits.
Oh, I love breeding.
They have like personality traits and physical traits. So one of them could be like optimistic. So optimistic means that when you see their percentage chance of hitting something, it's actually lying to you. They judge themselves as having a better hit percentage than you actually do in the real world. Or they could be like more simple stuff, like slow, so they don't have much movement allowance, or nearsighted, so they can't see very far, etc., etc. But then you have like active soldiers. So they're your active soldiers. But you establish like castles and stuff like that, and when you establish castles, you basically need to give them a king and a queen. When you do that, you take those soldiers out of your active rotation, and basically like they become breeders, and they get the traits of their parents. They're more likely to, at least. So you gotta try to like breed soldiers, but you're also doing this balancing act of like, you want to give them good soldiers to make good parents, but if you give them good soldiers, that leaves you to fight with shitty soldiers until the actual good soldiers come out. Like in 15 years after the baby's born. It's crazy, man. It's got some really cool stuff going on.
Thank you, by the way, to Judge Doom for the subscription. Welcome to the quarry. Let's get some more beauty faces if you guys don't mind. I want to play it. Sounds great. I love breeding games. I want Cream of Heroes to be a game one day, so that's like right up my alley.
Yeah, that's just Cream of Heroes right there.
No, it's with like X-Men style, like mutant characters.
Right, yeah.
So you want to try and breed the greatest superhero or supervillain that you can. So, you know, it's like a fantasy version of my game, basically.
Sounds
so I'll
cool.
Take credit for that. Thanks, Double Fine.
Yeah, it's the name of the game is Massive Chalice. It's kind of an unfortunate situation because you can't buy into the beta that's available now. It's something that's exclusive to Kickstarter backers, well, and press, but Kickstarter backers over $50. But it's coming out soonish, I think.
Oh, I get it, coming out.
No, just like it's actually coming out.
Oh. The breeding game joke.
I get it, yeah. That's more like a coming in, though, isn't it?
Well, until the baby happens, then it's coming out. It's crowning like a king.
Oh, yeah. Penis the Menace. Up, down to the side. Welcome to the Lion Pride.
I would have liked it if you read that with either way, that you could have emphasized the word. If it was Penis the Menace, that actually would have been good, too.
It was double N.
Oh, okay.
So, it was an easy decision on my part. That was such a stupid move that ended up working out fantastically for me.
Nick, you're gross. Welcome to the party. Pretty gross. You're right. Oh, I think that just got timed out or something, too. That's
the one
okay.
that said, Nick, you're gross?
Yeah, I mean, that's like a pretty gentle criticism. And probably pretty correct.
That's a pretty gentle criticism.
What, being gross? You don't think I'm gross? I think that's fair.
I don't think you're gross. I think you're just a normal dude, basically.
Pretty gross. It's okay. Thank you to Phantom Thief for the $1.69 donation. It's my 4th week at university. I'm finally starting to get homesick. Listening to you guys making me feel at home, though, so thanks. Also, what's your opinion on decaf coffee? Well, thank you very much. Glad that we're making you feel a little better. And as far as decaf coffee, I think it serves a functional purpose. As someone who can't drink a lot of coffee because it's kind of a panic attack trigger, having too much caffeine, the idea of being able to drink a flavor that I like without the worry of that is kind of nice. But I agree that probably not everybody would feel that way.
I like the taste of coffee, and I think decaf serves a purpose as well. But for the most part, like if it's 9 p.m., instead of having decaf coffee, I'd rather just have like water.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Actually, probably a lot better for you.
I was watching Dragon's Den. You might have actually seen this episode because we're going through the episodes that you watched without us.
I kind of watched them like while I was looking at my phone a lot, so I might not have caught every part.
There was like a coffee that contained valerian root. So it was like a sleepy coffee. When you drink it, it makes you sleep.
I did see that.
And unlike my feelings on decaf, I was mostly like, that's the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
It seems like the type of thing like when you're slamming back Red Bull vodkas, it's like a depressant that has the other quality to it. Like you're just kind of hurting your system by doing that.
It was like, well, you know, there's like 50% of women who drink coffee drink it because they want to relax. So we wanted to give them something that works for that. Maybe there is a market for it, but myself, personally, I was like, I would never drink that. Because it's exactly the same thing. Like, it's the reason I don't drink very much decaf. It's like if I'm going to bed soon, then I'll just have some water, thank you.
Yeah. And I would do maybe some tea with, like, sleepy qualities,
Yeah,
maybe.
I mean,
I was gonna do that.
Sleepy time tea, I guess.
Sleepy time. Sleepy time. Sleepy time. Miss pig time.
But maybe, like, we're on the out, you know?
It could be. There are, you know, many demographics that don't include us.
Shouldn't have picked that up.
Valerian wrote, "Is this Game of Thrones?"
I'm a Valerian.
Could be. Thank you, by the way, to Mr. Green Yeti for the very generous donation of $20.69.
$2,069.
Yeah, $20.69. That's the $20.69. Still very generous. Hello, Nick and Ryan. This is for the countless hours of entertainment you both given me. First time I managed to catch a live stream as well. Well, thank you very much. I remember I caught your YouTube channel a long time ago, and I think you were doing some Meat Boy stuff, and I was pretty happy about that. Was it Meat Boy? I think it was Meat Boy.
You're a Meat Boy.
Oh, God. I picked up Best Friend. I hate that item.
It's pretty bad.
I'm gonna re-roll it.
Has NL gotten back to watching Game of Thrones yet? No, I watched season 1 last holiday season, so I actually have fallen behind again, I guess. Since then, there's been 1 season, and I've watched 0. I need to catch up, but at the same time, it's a pain in the ass. Because it's not on Netflix, and HBO Go is not yet subscription, you know, independent.
Yeah, HBO hates people watching their stuff.
I know there are, you know, wink wink alternative means. But at the same time, like, I'm pretty lazy. So, I just kind of like don't.
It's a real good show, though. Like, if you were to watch any TV show, that's up there in, like, the top 5 at least.
I'm sure it is. I believe you.
So, like, I don't think finding a way to watch it in a legal way, of course, would be that bad of a thing to do.
I know.
Okay.
You don't need
Just
to.
saying.
You don't need to go to bat for Game of Thrones, man.
I feel like I did for some reason, even though thinking about it now, I really didn't.
You don't need to go to bat. Everyone loves it.
Yeah, actually, you might be right. Has there been anyone who didn't love Game of Thrones?
I have never encountered anybody that was like, "Ew, Game of Thrones."
What a waste of time.
Right? Yeah. Everyone who has watched it seems to like it. So you don't need to. You know, you're just a voice in the crowd here.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty brave of me, Chad, I know. I'll be the one dissenting opinion that likes Game of Thrones. Too many Four Loko. Yeah, that's the thing that had the, like, the depressant and the stimulant in it at the same time. You shouldn't do that. That's actually illegal now.
Yeah,
Four Loko.
I believe so. Yeah.
And yet, it's only somebody that has one anyway. I don't know quite where they're finding them. Is there like a black market for Four Loko?
Yeah, it's like some Shaq Soda shit. Big League Chew. Mexican Coke.
There's like this shady-ass liquor store that's like, I don't follow the rules. Four Loko out
Four
of the
Loko
ass.
at this point is like exclusively drunk ironically, right?
I don't know about that, maybe.
Is it not? Is it not like, I don't even mind PBR that much, but it's kind of like PBR, right? Where you drink it and then you're like, hey, I'm drinking PBR, aren't I a piece of shit? Haha.
I had PBR at a bar because it was really cheap one time, and it was fine.
Dude, PBR gets a weird rap. It's been co-opted as kind of like this. I don't know if it was co-opted by hipsters or if it's just a kind of a thing where now if you drink PBR, you're a hipster. I can't follow this shit anymore. I'm too old to care about what people on the internet think about the kind of beer I drink. But Jesus Christ. Everyone cool it on the judgments. But PBR is not...
like 20 cents.
I've had substantially worse beers than PBR.
Are you really worried that people are going to be criticizing you about drinking PBR?
Well, it's just, you know, whenever you say PBR, people go, oh, fucking hipster garbage. You're like, what?
Oh,
okay.
I didn't even really know that until you said that.
I'm drinking PBR because the dudes at Pitchfork told me if I drink it, I'll get an 8.1 in Best New Music or something like that. Fuck you, I'm drinking it because I want to have a PBR. Stop being such a judgmental prick,
Fucking
you damn
Pitchfork.
asshole.
Four Locos still exists, they just don't have the energy drink in them anymore. Okay, thank you, Pacific Sasquatch, I didn't know. I don't really go after stuff like that, or really, I don't drink much at all, aside from when I go to PAX, so...
Yeah.
Then I drink extra for PAX to make sure it lasts me the rest of the half of the year or so. So many beers, my god. I never made that video. I was gonna make a video where I lined up all the beer we drank at PAX Prime, like from one end of the apartment to the other, and then just followed the trail.
I don't know if I'm like...
Could have done it.
I don't know if I'm comfortable with that message. Like, what's the point of that video?
It's to show, like, man, we drank too much beer.
Yeah.
That's it.
The reason
I never did it, so it didn't happen.
The reason I confine that stuff to PAX is because I want that shame hidden away.
Oh, okay. Well,
not
out there.
broadcast for tens of thousands of people to see.
No, it's like about 1,000. It's okay. Thank you,
Still.
Nemeth01 for the subscription. Welcome to the quarry. Let's raise some more beauty faces, everybody. What are you gonna say?
No, I'm going through some mental gymnastics here on my run.
Okay. Just become Guppy and win.
I do have one Guppy item, but I'm pretty much out of deals with the devil, short of some unlikelihoods.
Do you think the flashing oil that Gish leaves is kind of like a seizure trigger? Because it makes me feel a little weird sometimes.
I honestly don't. I don't know. I don't have photosensitive epilepsy.
I don't either, but maybe chat knows what I mean. It's just
What
like
is
kind of off-putting a little.
This horse hockey. Americans can't make a good beer. I sympathize with you all there in America drinking cat's urine. That's so snobby, man. There's so many good American beers. The stereotypical, like, huge ones, not all of them are good. But there's such, like, a burgeoning microbrew scene and stuff like that. You can't just be... That's just ignorant, man.
Those are some of my favorite words you just put up against each other. Burgeoning microbrew scene.
Look, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't, right?
No, I was just kidding, but like I agree with you actually.
If you say, you know, hey, fuck you, man, American beer's good, then they're like, yeah, you don't know anything. I live in Prague where the Pilsner was invented, and we have blah blah blah. You know, I'm sure you have fantastic beer, but. And then if you go on the defensive and say like we have some great microbrews, it's like, oh, look at this Mr. Moneybags or Hipster Central over here.
I think it's one thing to be proud of the beer you have, but it's another to shame everyone else for their beer.
I agree. But I think it's mostly just ignorant because there really are like a lot of great American microbreweries. There's a lot of Canadians who have this same stereotype as well. They're like, oh, American beer is like water. I'm like, what are you talking about? The most beer I see drunk in Canada is not like, you know, some fucking Urbach or something like that, you know, 15%. It's always Coors Light.
Also, that kind of presumes like that some people's taste is all the same as yours, because I kind of like lighter beer personally.
It is true, yeah.
Thank you to Dalaran Mage for the subscription. I haven't played WoW in a while, but, you know, I get the reference. Thank you very much, sincerely.
I recognize it from Hearthstone as well.
Yeah, see? It bleeds over in other games.
Hey, you back off. Welcome to the NLSS, where you can be shamed for your choice of sandwich filling, but not beer. Seriously, though. Again, for all of this talk about tastes... Eat and drink whatever you want. But if you put American cheese on your sandwich and you like it, we're gonna have a problem. You can still eat it. Just I don't want you coming up in here and saying, "Ooh, like cheddar."
Ooh.
I only have American cheese on my sandwich. Then we're gonna have a discussion at least. But
well, I was gonna go back into the first thing you said, which is to pull back the curtain and say that we're all just fucking around here. So like the beer judgment thing is more like reality, whereas the sandwich thing is less reality.
That is also true. And I'm not trying to shit on the dude who said that beer thing either, but I don't like when that kind of snobbiness exists when it's not based in reality. Because there's some dope American beers, man. I recognize that if you don't live near the United States or in the United States, you probably don't get a lot of them. So there, you have an excuse for not knowing them, but still.
It might be like a privileged position thing in a way, because like obviously you have all the good beer by default, but it doesn't mean there can't be other places with good beer.
Of course, yeah. I'm not even trying to say American beer is better than, you know, German beer or any country's beer.
Right.
I'm just saying that they got a pretty good scene going on down there.
It's a neutral to positive thing, not a neutral to negative.
Getting a lot of dope stuff from the Pacific Northwest up here in Vancouver. It's real good.
Northern Lion gets dope confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually having a pretty good run. I feel like I could actually make this happen.
I know the feeling, yeah.
Good feeling. I even got a box.
I will say, South Korea, not objectively.
Yeah.
1 second. Ryan's shiny scalp pleases me. Thank you. I've been taking a more rigorous skincare regimen. South Korea has a pretty terrible beer selection. They have like three major domestic brands, Cass, Height, and Max, and they're all like shitty,
They're so direct.
watery lagers that, you know, and I'm not shitting on lagers, they're just the worst kind. These are the worst kind of lagers. They're bad lagers. Blue Nest, thank you for the subscription, by the way. But if you want to, like, you know, let's say you wanted to buy one of the few imported beers available, you can get like an $8 can of Guinness. It's just,
But like, if I go and I admit that I really like Blue Moon and I drink it a lot, like, that I'll get shit on for that, right?
I don't
Pretty
know,
sure that's
actually.
the thing.
I don't know where
You
Blue
don't know?
Moon lies. I'm going to tell you that, like every other product on the planet, it's hipster. So, I mean, you're going to have
Right.
that, you know. If you drink good beer, you're a hipster. If you drink shitty beer, you're a hipster. If you drink...
By the way, the answer is I don't care where it lies. I'm just curious, like,
Yeah.
what people say, but it's not going to dissuade me because I just like that beer. It's fine.
I don't know where Blue Moon falls on the snobbiness scale.
Right.
South Korea has some good microbreweries. That's just not really true.
They have a burgeoning scene, actually.
Koreans mix beer with soju. That is true. It's fucking gross, though. I would
Wait, what's
rather...
soju?
Soju is like, it's the most consumed Korean liquor. It's like a...
Oh, okay.
Usually like a 20% alcohol content, kind of like... I think it's a rice liquor.
Yeah, I think you've even told me before. I just forgot.
I've consumed a lot of it. It is also pretty bad.
Okay.
But it's so fucking cheap. It's actually disgusting.
I like this one. I feel like Blue Moon is acceptable, not
Oh, there you
extreme.
go.
I like that. Acceptable.
Soju for like a 500 milliliter bottle at 20%. So I don't know, that's the equivalent of like 7 beers, something like that, alcohol-wise, was seriously about an American dollar, like converted. It's actually insane. Dark Knight 1342, thank you for the subscription, by the way.
Whoa, popped up twice. What's up with that? Did it do that for you?
No,
Oh.
no, it did not. No, my friend. South Koreans drink massive amounts of liquor to make up for its shitty quality. I'm not going to generalize a whole country, but we did do a lot of binge drinking in South Korea. Not necessarily proud of it, but
You can do that anywhere, though.
that's exactly true. You can do that anywhere.
Because except for, like, jail, probably. That would be the one place you can't.
You just like ferment it, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the toilet drink.
Yeah, make some prison wine.
Is that an element in Prison Architect? Do people make poop wine?
They get they can make, or they can have contraband alcohol. I think the only way it comes in, like it comes into the prison though.
Oh, okay. It's not coming out of their asshole or anything.
Right. I don't think they're fermenting it in their butt or anything like that. That's Jankum you're thinking of anyway.
Yeah, that is Jenkum.
It's Jankum.
I combined the two concepts into one really gross concept.
Jantum.
Just ferment some diarrhea until it becomes an alcohol and then drink it.
Don't do that.
I really wish I didn't say those words that just came out of my mouth.
I actually cracked a smile, like an involuntary smile, thinking about the words that you said dancing on a page and being like,
Right.
oh, that's like literary gold right there.
That's a thing that I should say.
That's
out loud and
a
everything.
literary Long Island iced tea.
Literary Long Island iced tea is just subscribed.
Oh, I don't have a reroll yet. I'm on the chest, by the way. I don't know where you're
Yeah,
at.
I'm on Blue Mom right now.
Oh, okay. Oh, that was not what I meant to do.
but I could probably speed up things a little bit.
Tomo,
Tomo, what's
okay,
the matter, buddy? You having a hard day?
it's okay. Nick will be done soon. He apologized for saying the diarrhea moonshine thing.
Poor Tomo. If I bothered Tomo, then I'll apologize directly to him, too.
Well, I'll put the headphones on him.
Okay. That's adorable, by the way. Tomo, I'm sorry, buddy. I love you.
All right, don't be weird about it. You don't need to be weird about it. Yeah, this is a one run.
Nice.
Also
You can
in
raise your
South
lines.
Korea,
Oh,
$2 bottles of wine. Like, straight up bottles of wine.
Wow.
Joris TM. Thank you very much for the subscription.
In college, I had to drink a Frisbee's worth of beer. It came out 5 beers, and I finished it in like 3 minutes. What does that mean?
They take a Frisbee and then you pour beers in it to fill it up.
Why?
Because
Why
it's
just
fucking...
drink it out of a glass?
It's college, man.
College is a wild time. I didn't actually do any drinking in college, so that whole scene is totally foreign to me. I commuted, so like I didn't have like a dorm scene
Yeah.
or like friends that I hung out with, so totally different thing.
Well, your body probably thanks you for it.
Yeah, maybe.
Hex the Pup,
Oops.
thank you for the subscription as well. Whoa, Trader Joe's in the States sells $3 bottles of wine? That's insanity. Booty Cheek Explosion, thank you for the subscription as well. Great name.
Yeah, I like it too.
Booty Cheek Explosion. How were the $2 bottles of wine? They were fucking awful. They tasted, it was basically, it didn't taste like wine, it tasted like you poured vodka into Kool-Aid.
Ew.
Which is like, you know,
Gross.
people do that, but it wasn't really what you're into if you buying wine. But you're buying $2 of it, so it's pretty cheap.
That is the answer, by the way. How was it? It was $2 worth of wine.
Yeah.
That.
What do you think is? I'm gonna say like, oh, you know, it had a surprisingly robust bouquet, right? No, it'll get you drunk. It was indeed alcoholic.
Wine can be pretty good or pretty bad, man. There's a big variety in there.
I still don't have a wine palate yet. So
Alright.
when I end up drinking wine and people are like, "How is it?" I'm like, "It's wine. This definitely is. It's a red wine."
But there's ones that you certainly can taste and be like, I certainly prefer that to a different one, right?
Honestly, I don't think I've never strung together enough wine nights to reach that point. I have a pretty, I know what I like when it comes to beer, and I have an adequate whiskey and scotch palate, but when it comes to wine, I'm just in the dark.
All right, well, maybe that'll happen one day. It'll become more relevant to you, and you can just, knock out a bunch of wine bottles and see what you think.
Right, I'm not stressing out about it because I'm pretty sure that, once you turn like 30, you just have to start drinking wine.
Yeah, it's just,
so.
you become just absolutely a dictionary on the stuff. Something about 30. I don't know.
Let me know, man.
I don't want to. Maybe I'll just drink hard liquor more when I become 30.
Well, it's like when you level up in a tech tree in a video game or something like that.
Which do I want to spend?
Yeah, when you turn 30, you either get hard liquor drunk or you get like a little wine sophistication going on.
I don't know which is worse in a way, because really with the wine, you might have to drink so much of it that you might end up doing more hardcore damage to your body versus the hard liquor, you might just need a shot.
In my head, like the wine drunk is like sophisticated, and the hard liquor drunk is either like dead or or is like some kind of like, the most sophisticated man in the world type thing.
Oh yeah. It's not sophisticated, is it? The guy that's sitting there drinking the beer
Most
for
interesting.
Dos Yeah, it's most interesting. That's it. Yeah, that guy's real cool. He knows a lot of things about a lot of things.
Fuck wine, get Kid Rock's whiskey.
All right, I could be into that.
I knew Kid Rock had a beer. I didn't know that Kid Rock had a whiskey.
He's a cowboy.
I wanna be a cowboy, baby.
Was there a mouth harp in that song, if I remember?
Is a mouth harp just a harmonica?
No, it's like a little twanger. It's like you put it in your mouth and you go boing, boing, boing.
I'm not gonna put the twanger in my mouth and go boing boing, Nick.
You don't have to do it. I was asking if Kid Rock did it.
You kiss your
in the
mother
song.
with that mouth?
Come on now.
Oop.
I had a $1.69 donation from Lucky Desolarado. I tried. I'm donating to demand back my 90 cents from subscribing scum exchange rate. It's a matter of principle. XOXO gossip. Desperado for real though. Love your stuff, mate. Thanks very much, man. Very kind of you.
All right.
Sorry if I murdered your name there.
I have no idea what was just said.
It's something about a scum exchange rate. It's a thing that we have.
All right.
And also I had a $4.20 donation from Ninju00, who says Game of Thrones is bad and you should feel bad.
Oh, come on now. That's just being needlessly contrarian.
There was no Kappa at the end, but I'm still seeing a Kappa in my mind.
That's the best Ray Charles song, I think.
Kappa in my mind.
Yeah, Kappa on my mind.
Really have to pick up this run here. We're getting a little close.
Yeah, I got Mom's Knife, Brimstone, and Polychemus, so I'm feeling like pretty okay.
In Utero, I went in all the wrong directions.
You should get Map and Compass.
I would have liked that. I didn't have the option, though. Put the twanger in your mouth and go doing doing.
It's pretty good. Oh yeah, Capitalist Pig. NL was right about soft tacos. Damn right. By the way, I still had so many people message me yesterday and say, what the fuck are you talking about? Tex-Mex isn't a type of food. How can you be so passionate about something that you're objectively wrong about? This isn't a discussion about opinion. Just Google, like, Tex-Mex. There's gonna be a Wikipedia article on it. Oh, Wikipedia is not a blah, blah, blah. You use it for... If Wikipedia supported your argument, you would use it in a freaking heartbeat. It's a reputable source. Oh, I don't have a freaking, like...
Well...
I don't have a scientific journal subscription anymore paid for me by my student fees, right? So I can't find a primary source that says Tex-Mex is a real... Just... Everyone accepts Wikipedia. Wikipedia is the solver of argument.
It is sourced, though. Like, if you go to the bottom, it is sourced. So, whether or not you accept it, it doesn't really matter because it's sourced.
Interdonger poll. Thank you very much for the subscription. That's it. I recognize that there are shortcomings to Wikipedia, but it's also the vast, vast majority of the time reputable. I think people just kind of parrot what their teachers say, and there's, oh, it's not a reputable source. And if you're in, like, you know, college and you're writing like a paper, it's not a reputable source. But if you argue like you're writing a college paper, nobody's gonna fucking talk to you anymore because you're a fucking tryhard. Okay, just have a conversation. It's a conversational dance. It's not about being right and wrong. It's about having fun with it. NL Tex-Mex is definitely a genre of food. I hate that I have to champion that and say you're a good person. It's like you just told me that 2 + 2 = 4. You're right. You're absolutely right. Thank you for recognizing it.
And you know, you do have to kind of apportion your beliefs to how difficult something is to believe. And in that case, there's very little on the line for you to go along with it. So being really upset about it really doesn't seem to make much sense to me.
I'm upset about it.
No, I mean for them to say, like,
yeah,
not
I
believing
agree with
Wikipedia. I probably should have qualified that better.
Hey, NL, what do you think of Jim West Desperado?
Oh, Rough Rider.
Yeah.
You don't want Nana.
That's the thing, you don't want Nana.
Nada.
But apart from his, you know, willfully ignorant attitude.
Oh, I get it.
What can I say? I'm a wordsmith. No, but...
oh, shit, he went for a double.
Like...
Very punny.
He's alright, I guess, you know? He did what was asked of him by his country, and I think he was in the right morally as well, so... Sure, I'm cool with him.
He did some good work against the mechanical spiders of the Old West.
Yeah, protect your chest, Lovelace. Can't stand the heat, get out of the Wild Wild West.
Why does he have to protect his chest? He's gonna shoot him in the chest?
I guess so, yeah. Why doesn't he just shoot him in the head, you know?
Shoot him in the face, because, like, nobody wants to see that guy anyway. He's loveless.
To any outlaw trying to draw, thinking you bad, and he draw in the West best be with a pen and a pad. I love that
He
line.
supports the arts community as well. So the guy's got a real moral high ground to go from.
That's true, yeah. He's a Renaissance man.
He's a man of the people.
Yeah, thank you. It's case closed. Tex-Mex is a real thing.
Oh, I thought on Will Smith case was closed. Okay, that's fine too.
You aim for the center of mass, NL, you dangus. I think it's just because it rhymes with West. That's probably why he said chest.
It could have been like a chest full of treasure or something.
Also, like, for some reason, if it's in a song, if you say you're gonna shoot someone in the head, that sounds like, ooh.
Yeah, it sounds way more malicious, right?
It really does.
With the chest.
If you shoot him in the chest, it's like, well, he just wanted to defeat him, and if he dies, well, you know, that's shit happens. If
Well,
you
it's kind of dishonorable to shoot someone in the face because, like, their loved ones don't get to see their face when they're dead.
Yeah, that's very true.
So maybe that's where that comes
That's
from.
another reason to respect Jim West Desperado, then.
Yeah, he cares about the loved ones that you'll leave behind after he shoots you in the chest. What a respectful man.
Yeah, he's got a real long tail. I'm learning more about him on a regular basis.
He used to be a fresh prince, but, like, he's really, he's come a long way. Not so fresh anymore. More respectful.
Tex-Mex is a food, but it's garbage. You guys are so up your own asses.
Tex-Mex is a conspiracy made up by Ryan and the Canadian Mafia, Nick. Okay, well, I'm glad we got that out.
Tex-Mex can be great. I'm not trying to say it's better than authentic Mexican cuisine, which I've had very little of. You know, I've had the occasional mole, but, you know, I haven't really dabbled that much in Mexican cuisine. But still, there's fantastic Tex-Mex. How can you say Tex-Mex is bad? That's like saying all Chinese food is bad. I think,
that's
you know,
a gross generality.
the problem is with the person saying it, not the food itself. Billions of people eat this. Oh, I don't. It's all bad. I'm right, they're wrong.
I think that's like an argument ad populi or something.
That would mean it's a fallacy, but let's ignore that.
Okay.
Because I want my argument to stand.
Okay.
Because then what people say is like, well, millions of people like Coldplay. Coldplay's... Fuck you, man. People can listen to whatever they want to listen to.
Except Coldplay.
Except Keen. I don't like Keen.
Right.
Keen's popular.
Nobody likes Coldplay.
If I was king, gent would be the only genre I'd be allowed to listen to.
That's actually deathcore. That was an Acacia Strain song.
This is Death Gent. The gent that eats people.
Is there Death Gent? I don't even know if there is, actually. I don't even know how you would formulate Death Gent, because it's already very percussive. This is not a conversation for us to have.
Sure, yeah.
Really wish I could finish this womb.
And hell, fuck your comparison. It's like saying fake crab is better than real crab. What, do you prefer American Chinese food or legitimate Chinese food? I'm just trying to throw that out there. Would you rather have some sweet and sour pork or, like, I don't even know, man, some tripe?
I want tripe.
I've had tripe. I would rather have a sweet and sour pork.
I want tripe. I don't want that.
Sometimes, you know, it's okay to admit that the bastardized version is a little bit more to your taste.
Oh, full health pill.
Where are you at, by the way, Nick?
Womb 2. I think we might run a little long in this, as you can probably tell, so hopefully
You're on the womb
knock
2?
out this Spelunky run real fast.
How the heck are you on the womb 2?
I don't know. I've done some arcade run, but for the most part, I'm not really sure why I'm this slow, because I didn't do anything that crazy.
Jeez, man.
I know.
No, just keep it going. Like, I'm fine with it.
We'll work it out. Like, all the other games we're playing are not that time sensitive. And Spelunky always ends up running long anyway.
Tripe
just cleared every floor.
Grandma food. I don't even get that, but I'll agree with you.
Grandma likes tripe?
Maybe. I don't know, man. Just don't insult Tex-Mex, though. That's the other thing, is people always rag on American food. America has a very diverse... and you know that, you know, the amount of times I've rag on Nick for bullshit American stereotypes and assert my Canadianness, you know, I'm not just saying this to be a friend of the people. They have, like, a really nice food scene. Many different varieties, you know? Southwest, Tex-Mex, Creole, you know, Northeastern, like, seafood and stuff like that. You got a really good food scene, except for the Midwest where they put, like, the freaking pineapples and the whipped cream in the rice.
We don't talk about it. If you talk about New York City, though, you can get basically any food in the entire damn world.
Probably considered one of the premier food cities in the entire planet.
Maybe top 3, if not top 2.
Plus, you know what? Fucking cheeseburgers are delicious. Oh, American want a cheeseburger? Fuck yeah. Cheeseburgers are great.
They're quite tasty.
I will eat a shitty cheeseburger and be happy about it. Don't even give me that. You know, every country's got some food that they can be ashamed of. I've seen it. You Dutch people out there eating your freaking sprinkle sandwiches, okay? So you better not be ragging on anybody. You're eating sprinkle sandwiches.
What the hell's a sprinkle sandwich?
It's white bread with sprinkles on it.
Okay, like, if anyone's ever eaten that in their life, you can't possibly call me out on the Eggo sandwich.
Confirm that shit for me, chat, right now. They're not ashamed of it. They're proud of it, man.
That's a wild thing. I wouldn't probably want that.
When I bring it up, they're like, yeah, I've had sprinkle sandwiches. They're delicious.
Really, having that strong of an opinion over just having some like granulated sugar?
I don't think it's a strong. I don't think it's like a strong opinion. I think they accept it.
It's delicious though. That's a strong adjective to go with.
Yes, it is real. It's called fairy bread.
Fairy bread? Is it a sandwich or is it bread?
What does this mean? Stay in Canada if you don't like it. Did you just listen to what I was saying? I was complimenting your country.
Are you one of those people who doesn't watch the video and leaves an angry comment anyway?
NL's a cunt about food. Did you hear the shit he said about fairy bread? Completely out of context. I'm just saying, man. Don't insult American. America's got like 300 million people spread across like the 5th largest, you know, landmass on fucking Earth. There's a lot of diversity and a lot of great food. Fucking mission burritos. This is the level. There's things you can make fun of America about the same way you can make fun of any country about some things. But come on, man.
Nick, I am a Dutch person, and I don't know what NL is talking about. Okay, good.
Bullshit.
No, that's a good answer, though.
That's just, he's just trying to protect himself.
That's fine. Not everybody, well, it could be, you know, there's diverse people there, too. Maybe don't all share the same experiences.
No.
Oh. Okay.
Don't use my own words against me.
I was trying to help everybody here and say that the sprinkle sandwich might not be real.
The sprinkle sandwich is fucking real.
Okay, okay.
It might not be exclusive to the Netherlands. I don't know. Apparently, it's Australians who are saying the fairy bread stuff, but...
Nick, would you eat a burger with 2 glazed donuts for buns because that's a real thing? I knew that's a real thing, and I probably would try it once, honestly. I don't think I would eat it multiple times, though. I think just a one-shot deal.
I don't think you'd get a chance to eat it multiple times, honestly.
Yeah, right. Instant death.
I didn't say real Chinese food isn't good. I just said, from what I've had, I do prefer Americanized Chinese food to real Chinese food. Again, did you not miss the part where I said I don't argue against billions of people? If billions of people agree on something, I tend to come out and say, hey, you know...
There's something to this, at least.
Yeah, there's something to it. It's my own personal taste that maybe leave me in the minority here.
It's the thing about rationality, I think, kind of works that way. Willing to, you know, empathize and accept the viewpoints of others. Very important, actually.
Saying I don't like something isn't an insult. People putting words in my mouth.
Not all they're trying to put in your mouth.
Excuse me?
I don't know what I just said. Oh, last heart.
Really?
No, I'm full again.
Okay. Yeah, still in the womb part 2?
Yep. Fighting mom. Low damage, high tier %, so it's one of those runs. It's a barrage. What are we talking about? I just got here. I don't fucking know. I have no idea anymore. Sprinkle sandwiches or some shit.
I'm defending America, man.
Not me. I don't care.
They get a reputation as the world's lowest culinary common denominator, and I don't necessarily agree with it. But I'm not going to offer up a country to sit in their stead, because I think that's just a fucking recipe for disaster.
It'll just elevate everything.
If you gave me the choice between you could only eat American cuisine or you could only eat Canadian cuisine for the rest of my life, I would take American cuisine. I think there's more diversity, and I would be open to that. Canadian cuisine, you know, smaller population. I can only think of like 6 Canadian dishes.
I don't know. I'm so myopic that I'm not even sure I know what that actually would entail if I had to pick Canadian cuisine.
You can only have like meat pies, poutine, butter tarts, pancakes with maple syrup, beaver tails, not taints, different letter.
Yeah, it has a vanilla in it or a raspberry in it.
Could have both, I guess. Yeah.
Why can't you have appropriated some of the American dishes and they become Canadian dishes?
Sure, yeah. But I mean, that's like more of a long-term thing. I might not be alive by the time they actually become assimilated into the culture, you know?
Yeah, I guess I see where you're coming from. I like all the Canadian dishes you just named, though, so like I wouldn't be too upset if that had to happen for some reason.
I could survive either way, but I think there's a little bit more diversity in American cuisine.
I guess so.
But then what do I know? I've never been to the Canadian Arctic, you know? I've never eaten pemmican, or bannock.
Alright, those don't sound like words that I've ever heard before.
They're like Native American culinary objects, items.
I was hoping objects. I was hoping you said pelican first, by the way, and then I realized you didn't.
Some puffin.
Yeah, we had to talk about eating penguins the other day as well. I don't remember why. It's just Chef Ramsay tried to eat one or something.
Penguins, to me, I don't know why. I can't really back this up. They look like they wouldn't be that delicious.
I agree.
I don't know what it is about them, though. I don't have any logical reason to back that up. I would assume that they're extremely fatty because of where they live. But, you know, ducks are pretty fatty, and that's part of the reason that makes them so delicious.
So you're actually arguing yourself in the other direction.
Exactly. What I'm trying to say is I don't know anything. I'm not trying to make a case. I'm just trying to throw out the reasons I'm conflicted.
Maybe because they have big old beaks and they're hard, like rocks.
A lot of birds have beaks, though.
Yeah, you're right. Ducks have big beaks, too.
How you doing on your
Cathedral.
run? This has been a 70-minute long Isaac run.
That's how you know it's good. The longer it is, the higher the quality.
I have everything.
Oh, okay.
Except no abilities to fly.
I am tiny as hell. Like, how did my character get this small? Oh my god. Alright, do you want me to just let myself die at this point?
No, I want you to win.
I just took like 3 hits from this damn guy.
I'm actually getting really good chest items. I'm kind of surprised. Sure, 2 clubs, why not?
Thank you, by the way, to Bobbert B for the 669 donation. Always good to have 69s. Hey, Nick, just wanted to say I love your Indie Impression series and was wondering, is someone involved in the indie scene? What's your opinion of... Okay, not making an opinion on that, but thank you very much for the donation.
Can probably finish that question.
You certainly can.
Anyway. Moving along.
So I played the new Mr. Pope game.
Oh, The Return of the Obra Dinn.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it for the life of me, but I love it, and it is fantastic.
Yeah, that demo is pretty sweet.
And I think that guy is certainly quite the amazing developer.
I like how he just said nothing about it, and then when you start playing
Just
it,
all of a sudden, here it is.
yeah, you play it and you're like, oh, you start playing, and you're like, oh, it's, kind of interesting, blah blah blah, and then you actually figure out the hook in it, and you're like, oh, this is ambitious. It kind of comes out of nowhere on you. It's like the 2/3 of the way through Hot Fuzz when it turns into an action movie. Ooh, spoilers! It's still funny. You should watch it.
Yeah, except your time investment is nowhere near as gratuitous.
Right, the demo is like 20
demo's like
minutes
15
long.
minutes, yeah, something like that.
Maximum.
All right, so I am gonna die on Isaac here, thankfully. There we go.
You died.
I died.
All
Took
right,
a lot of
I
stupid
am.
damage. I could have probably done it though.
I am ready for this run to end.
All right.
It was indeed a 1 run. In any case, we'll be back in 3 minutes to play some Spelunky. That's about it. Thanks for watching us thus far, and we'll see you then.
See you soon. Cool. We could do a 45-minute run in Spelunky, I'm pretty sure. Oops, I opened up Spelunky Classic.
All right. 3 minutes of ads. I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back.
Okay. That furious typing. Yeah, I think it's just the fact that he's got the keyboard in such close proximity to the mic. Like, it doesn't actually really matter how furiously you type. It sounds furious.
What?
Somebody was saying you were typing furiously, and I was just saying it's like the reverberations, not that you're actually being furious.
I always sound like I'm typing furiously. Even sometimes Kate's like, "Who are you mad at?" I'm like, "I'm just writing an email to my mom," you know? Like,
why are you so pissed at your mom?
I just type loud. I never learned how to touch type. I just kind of just go to it. Go to it.
Nick, will you or NL be checking out Sunset Overdrive? I don't know. I'm kind of curious about that game, but I'm not really going to go out of my way on it so far.
Based exclusively on the marketing material, I think it looks pretty cool, and I may check it out, but it also comes out next week, and there's a lot of video games to play.
Oh, it's that soon?
It comes out the 28th, yeah.
I thought it was a next year game. All right, my bad.
Nah. There's like a lot of video games to play. I don't know if Sunset Overdrive, I don't know if I'm going to be motivated to play Sunset Overdrive. But Lord knows I need something to play on the Xbox One, so maybe.
Is it exclusive to that?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that either. So yeah, I'm definitely.
What did you know about this game then?
I saw the trailer, and that was it.
All right.
At E3.
That's acceptable.
And I didn't really pay attention to it beyond that. I saw they had kiosks at PAX Prime, but I didn't really play it or anything. It was right next to the Bloodborne one, actually.
I thought that was the order.
Like adjacent diagonally,
okay.
I guess. I'm just going to read off the rest of the donations here.
Please do.
At $1.69 from Shulk. I'm really donating it. Thank you very much, Shulk. I had a $5.69 donation from All Balls. Great name. No beef. All balls, no beef.
That is a great, it's just great.
The whole package there was really nice. Thank you very much for giving us your package. And the Ginger Kid donated $1 and said, I dislike how most inhabitants of countries that aren't the United States project their geographical jealousy on something so broad of a topic as food.
You know what? I'm inclined to agree with you on that.
There you go. Thank you for the donation.
We're back from ads.
Glad to hear you. Want to play some Spelunky?
I would love to play some Spelunky. Maybe a bigger face than that. There. All right. That should be good. All right. Daily challenge. I'm excited. Kind of through the last one.
All right. There we go.
I feel like NL thinks there are no games for consoles, but I would have to agree with him. I will say that as of this, we're like almost a year on from the launch of the new consoles. I'm going down the rope, by the way.
Okay.
Starting
I
now.
picked Purple Pirate Lady.
I have the only games I've played on consoles. I've had to make an effort. Like I had to say, I'm not going to buy the PC version. I'm going to buy the console version, with the exception of MLB The Show. But fuck me, I guess, because it's a sports game. Nobody plays sports games. You casual. It's fucking good. Okay, get over it. The PS4 has a good exclusive. It's MLB 14 The Show. If you're not into baseball, that's not the game's fault. Anyway, that's my 2 cents on that.
Yeah, I kind of don't really see much of any reason to play most of these console games. There's not much. I think there isn't really much at all. It's like, do you want a version of the same game with a lower resolution and bad frame rate? Oh, okay, well, there you go.
Yep. I will readily admit that you could totally get by. Like, it's kind of a, not a meme, but like an often repeated piece of advice. You could totally get by with a Wii U and a PC. And, you know,
right.
The Wii U is only for playing first-party Nintendo stuff for the most part, and Bayonetta 2, I guess. But
thank you very much to Femme Fatale Gaming for the subscription. Welcome to the Quarry. Thank you so much. Yeah, the only one that I'm just jumping out in my mind is like Destiny, and I'm kind of glad that I stopped playing that.
I'm happy to have the consoles, but I mostly use them as, well, I mostly use the PS4 at least as a basically a big screen TV Netflix thing, which you can just do by hooking up your computer.
Well, I did play a lot of Diablo, and I'm actually not totally over that still. But that's a game that I didn't really need to play on a console. Yeah. It just is more fun on a controller for some reason.
I will say I'm excited for Rebirth's console versions. I'm gonna play 90% of it on the PC, but I'm excited to play it on PS4, like for free via PS Plus and on Vita on the go as well.
Yeah, the Vita thing's actually kind of a big deal because I didn't really realize how useful it is to get practice in when you want to be in bed.
Yeah, you always need practice between the sheets.
Yeah,
but like,
don't want to disappoint.
It's weird because I always took the position that like I don't know, not necessarily defended the consoles, but what's up?
Spore Little came back and donated $300 just now.
Wow.
And the message is dick fuck.
That's pretty good. It's a good
Sincere
message.
Thanks to Spore Little. You're a crazy, crazy dude. Thank you so much. That is crazy generous.
That's crazy.
I just called you crazy so many times.
I'm going crazy, crazy, crazy just thinking about you, baby. I'm going crazy, 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 crazy.
My chat's going crazy too. And thank you also to Texas Nasty Man for the subscription. Tough act to follow, to be honest, but thank you, Texas Nasty Man.
Am I gonna murder this guy? I think I might murder this guy.
Yeah, you gotta raise the golden donkeys. Raise the golden donkeys everywhere, guys.
Shopkeeper's almost not even worth murdering. Oh, the spring shoes almost effed me up. Anyway. I forgot what I was saying about consoles, which is justifiable, but I didn't realize until recently that there still is like a huge part of the internet that still is involved, because there's always going to be people that are that age, you know, that actually like think that there's a console war, and you know, I've got to prove that my purchase decision was right, and you know, argue on the internet about it. But I don't know how you could take the position that like the Xbox One or the PS4 are like better than the PC at this point. Like, this is maybe the only time in my life where I don't have like allegiance to it. It's just like it's what I choose to play games on for the most part, but like it's got so many nearly objective advantages.
Yeah, I don't get the Xbox One argument at all. I could see some argument for PS4.
It's expensive. That's the PC, the anti-PC argument. You know, building a gaming PC is pretty pricey.
Oh yeah, okay. Can be. It can also be roughly as much as a PS4 if you know what you're doing.
I mean, yes, but I don't know. I feel like building like a $400 gaming PC,
it's not really worth it.
I don't know if I'm going to say not really worth it, but maybe not like lasting.
Yeah, it would get you through the year, I guess, whereas the PS4 would probably get you a little longer than that.
Oh, I hope that the lifespan of the PS4 is more than a year, yeah.
By a little longer than that, I meant like probably like 10 years maybe. Hopefully not actually that long.
It could be, yeah. Like the 360 was 7 or 8. No, it was 8. Because it was 2005.
Yep. 360 is still an okay system in the scheme of things. There's still a lot of games for it. Stuff's still coming out for it.
Like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, they're coming out with a 360 port of that. It's so weird.
Wait, that's real?
Yeah.
I didn't hear that. That's crazy. Why?
Very good question.
Is that like, are they redoing textures and poly counts and stuff, or is it just like a straight port?
This is why I hate arguing about things on the internet like this. Someone said, oh, you just can't build PCs well. That $400 PC would last you like 5 years. Okay. Why you gotta be rude, man?
I don't have a counter to that. Like, because I don't know enough to say whether or not that's right.
I would be surprised, but sure, whatever. Like, I'm already on your side, and then you're like, no, you're wrong. Come on now.
Don't be mean.
Yeah, why you gotta be so rude? Don't you know I'm human too?
I'm a little upset here. I'm not going to be able to get the Ujadai.
I got it, but it was a fucking effort, man.
I had to use all my ropes, and I still didn't make it.
It was a crazy effort. Oh, yeah. All ball is best. Up, down, to the side. Welcome to the Lion Pride.
No meat, no beef. All ball, no beef.
I still get use out of my consoles, though.
I use my PS3 a lot for Netflix and Hulu. Not the PS4, because then I have to turn off HDCP, and now that it's permanently connected to my PC through my Elgato, I can't do that.
Right, yeah.
So it means that I can't see it anymore to change the setting back.
Even when I was playing Shadow of Mordor, though, I was like, I bought it so that I could play it casually on my PS4 while lounging out on my couch, right? Yeah. And the loading times, I was like, by the end of the game, I was like, I'm just gonna buy this on PC. Like, next time something like this comes out, I'm just gonna get it on PC, because it took like, I think my PS4 is maybe getting to like some red ring of death or something, because even loading Netflix takes like 20 seconds, which seems like a first world problem, and it is, but it's kind of like, this isn't as fast as it was like a year ago, and it's not even reading from a disc, so what's up with that? But I'm like, I'll just get it on PC. The loading times are going to be less, and literally everything else will be preferable, except I can't be on my couch unless I run an HDMI cable. I don't even care.
I noticed my 360 actually is like extremely slow to do anything now, and I'm wondering if it's because I have the original model, and maybe it's just like that hardware is just dead because they've upgraded the firmware so many times to it.
Yeah, I mean, that's an old
They probably
machine.
did like the Apple thing where like you can't use the old hardware anymore because they've just made it incompatible via firmware upgrades.
No, I'm gonna die. No, I ran, but I don't have a shotgun anymore. Holy crap. Wow. That was...
You're alive.
Yeah, I should be dead. That was fucking crazy, though. I mishandled that, it's fair to say.
Speaking of the great console war, what do you think of Mac versus PC arguments? Not really a factor for me, really.
Yeah. It's the chops. Thank you for the subscription as well. How am I gonna murder this piece of trash? I guess I'm just gonna try to get him to fall down. Like Michael Douglas.
I'm aware, though, that Mac has just, like, way less releases when it comes to things that are new. But I do think Macs have their own, world that they belong in, and they generally have a lot to do with, like, video and audio editing. I just don't know if gaming is the right place for them. I'm not saying that if you have a Mac you can't play games, just, like, I think that they're not really tailored the same because of the market demands. PC just gets everything first.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Beyond that, I don't think there's much else to say, and it's not like I'm trying to shit talk Mac or anything. It's just I don't think it makes as much sense for me.
If I was going to exclusively play games on a platform, I would buy a PC.
I think the argument is generally like, if you already have a Mac, can I use it as a PC gaming rig?
Like, is it worth buying another PC? Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. Depends how much you like gaming, I guess.
And it depends what's available and if you like those games.
Yeah.
It is unfortunate that not everything gets ported over, but what can you do? People gotta go where the money is, I suppose.
Hey man, there's some Mac exclusives.
Like what?
I don't know, shit that's on iOS maybe?
Can you play iOS apps on your Mac computer?
I think Fox was doing that for a while.
I gotta talk to Fox, he knows more about this than me.
It's a wild dude.
Well, he was doing like architecture stuff, which makes a lot of sense why he would have a Mac.
I probably should be dead again, but am instead totally fine.
You're hanging in there.
Dude, are you on the jungle yet?
Oh, yeah, I'm on Jungle 2 right now, actually.
There's a black... Oh, dude, do you have bombs?
Yeah. Oh, can I get to it?
Are you near the top?
No, I'm at the very bottom, actually.
Can you get back up?
Probably not.
Dude, it's in such an easy position.
I have no ropes.
No climbing gloves either?
I have no climbing gloves. I have one bomb.
Oh, dude, it's in such an easy position.
Well, that's very sad for
That's
me,
really
I
bad
guess.
luck.
I guess I don't get to go.
I gotta be careful.
Oh, well.
I gotta be careful because I have 0 ropes as well.
Go for an Olmec run, then.
I know there's a thing down here. I don't know. I probably could get back up, but I've already murdered the dog.
Poor dog. Thank you to a drunk German fellow for the $2.69 donation. Spring cleaning, wonderful, just wonderful. I don't really get the reference, but thank you very much for the $2 donation. Do you get that reference?
Not at all, no.
Oh. Whoa. Oh, no! Don't die, don't die. Oh, I lived.
NL PC is trash. All right, mate. Whatever you say.
Compared to what?
Compared to what?
Compared to what?
Compared to what?
Oh my god, monkey, get off my back.
Can I make it across here? Yeah, okay. Alright, I'm gonna try for getting one item from this horse shit.
I had a $1.69 donation from a different ginger kid. Thank you, you and NL, for being a great distraction from midterm stress. Have you or NL seen the 2003 movie Old Boy, and what are your thoughts?
Old Boy's real good.
I don't actually remember if I've seen that. What's that about? Do you remember?
It's a South Korean movie. It's a revenge action thriller.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
It's a real good. Old Boy's real good.
So there you go. Thank you very much for the donation.
My philosophy on Old Boy? Real good.
Real good.
One of my favorite movies, actually.
How did you compare it versus Tower Heist?
Substantially better.
Oh.
Orders
Sorry,
of magnitude.
Sorry I asked.
Oh, good. I got the compass in and probably about to die to the ghost.
Oh, I might get a shotgun on this floor. I didn't know the zombies actually have like a squishy sound when they jump.
NL is an old boy.
Why?
I don't know, it's just funny. Man, I wish I had some ropes. This is gonna be a fucking nightmare.
I like this one. At a $1.69 donated from Law Dice. Loving the Borderlands videos, your indie impressions videos, and Ryan's Prison Architect ones. Although I do secretly hope for a giant riot every time. Keep it up, guys.
Hey, that's the weird thing about Prison Architect is that, you know, the beauty's in the breakdown.
Okay. That's like a hardcore reference then.
Not really, no.
Oh.
It's like a frou-frou thing. Just frou-frou things. Just Garden State soundtrack references all day, every day. Twitch.tv/NorthernLion.
What's frou-frou?
It's a band that is on the Garden State soundtrack.
Is it like the thing about Pomeranians?
I don't even know what that is.
Shit.
Alright.
That was my punishment and justice for making that terrible joke, or non-joke.
Didn't even get it.
It blew up. Stranded myself on a little bit of ice underneath the world, and then fell. Well, at least I got to keep all my money, because I never got to buy the Ankh, so I ended up with 83 thou.
Hey, that's pretty good. What was your hundreds amount?
Hundreds amount, what does that mean?
You know, 83,000 blank.
Oh, hang on. I already left. 83,550. Why, were you just about to beat that when I said it?
I got some bad news for you, Nick.
That's okay. I'm gonna have some bad news for you when we play Spy Party.
Yeah?
I shoot you in the head immediately. Or maybe in the stomach, because we kind of realized that was the better way to go. It's more honorable.
Man, I very, very nearly died to piranhas. That would have been pretty wild.
Punishment for not watching Old Boy.
Whew.
I guess Nick wanted to stop playing Spelunky. Yeah, it doesn't work like that. Now I'm gonna play Spelunky in a less exciting manner.
Yeah, that's your punishment. That's the true punishment right there. Oh, I can get a free cape. Don't mind if I don't. But really, I'm gonna do it. Oh, yeah.
Was that a subscriber?
No, it's the story of my triple collateral on Free For All.
Okay.
I really need to get the Kapala on this floor.
I really hope we can get multiplayer to work. I really want to play that again with you.
Yeah, I think it would be fun.
It was super great when we did that local game. Freaking can't believe we won too.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Very lucky. We're very lucky.
I'm with you on that one.
The idea came to me because I was watching B-Rex and Bear do a run together, and they're pretty fantastic at it too, although they didn't do as well as we did.
Really? Too many Iron Chefs spoils the broth.
Yeah, something like that. There's a small input delay, which I think also kind of affects things.
Yeah,
it's like 0.8 of a second or something.
0.8 of a second. That's a crazy delay.
Is it?
Yeah. That would be hard to work with.
I think that's what it was. Maybe I'm wrong. You can change the buffer also, so maybe we should play with that too.
Kapala! Sacrifice that. Get a ghost monkey.
And the highlight from that stream is too good. I guess you watched it too then, Negresta. Yeah, it was very entertaining. Two people that are very good at Spelunky, both trying to be good at Spelunky at the same time.
Give me the blood. Could have lost it right there. Still alive.
I wonder how big the Spelunky community is these days. Are there still a lot of people playing it?
Well, when I'm not even gonna get I'm just trying to survive here, chat. But when I did not so good in, I guess it was Mondays.
Uh-huh.
I was like 100 and something.
Okay, that's better than I thought.
Yeah, it's still like a pretty decent community size.
But there was a point where this was like one of the most just endless communities of all time. Like, it seemed like everybody played Spelunky every day. And sadly, it doesn't seem like it's quite kept up, but, you know, that happens with everything.
Yeah, I mean, Spelunky was like, I don't want to say it was a flavor of the week, but everything's
like a flavor of the year.
Everything's more popular when it like first comes out, you know, so.
Well, it had staying power, though, more than I would have expected.
It did, yeah. It deserves to. There's actually a Kickstarter going on right now.
Spelunky 2?
Nah, I don't think he'd be. If he kickstarts Spelunky 2, people are gonna be like, "What the?" You have.
Yeah, I'd pay $100 for Spelunky 2.
You have like $1 trillion. Not to say that's that means Kickstarter is an invalid resource if you already have money, but still, it raises all sorts of questions you're gonna have to answer.
Well, Zach Braff didn't answer them, right? So.
Yeah. People back that. But it's for a book, a series of books. So there's like 6 of them, written by either games writers or the actual designers about games. So there's one that's like the cast and crew of Hey Ash, what you playing? Writing about like the Metal Gear Solid series, and cool. If you back for like $20 or $30, you can choose one book out of the 6. So one of the ones that is in there, and the one that I backed, was Derek Yu writing a kind of postmortem of Spelunky.
That sounds really cool. I'd definitely be interested in reading that.
I think the digital version is like $10 or something like that, and the physical version is like 30.
Well, I hope it's very successful.
I think it got pledged like first day, I think, or backed first day, funded. That's the Kickstarter word.
It's all the same thing.
Chad, don't be mad that I've been chatting online with hot babes all day.
It's a Napoleon Dynamite
reference. It's a Napoleon Dynamite
Before anybody accuses Northern Lion of actually chatting online with hot babes all day.
No. That sounds good, and I'm excited to read it. That's what we've done to ourselves. I can't tell whether that's genuine or an inside joke.
That's fine. even if it is, it's fine.
It's $5 for the ebook. That's really cheap.
That sentiment in particular isn't even a bad one anyway.
No, it's a good sentiment, yeah.
In a silly way.
Yeah, at least they're not
still
being silly and saying like, I'm a piece of garbage.
Yeah.
If you're being disingenuous, nobody cares as long as you're disingenuously nice.
Yep.
If you say on the internet, hey, you look great today, I'll be like, thank you. You're like, joke's on him, I was just kidding.
But he'll never know.
Yeah. I brightened his day, like, maliciously. I got him good. What an idiot. Yeah, that would be awesome. Why can't we have, like, online trolls that just are nice to people?
Well, don't say that, because now people are actually going to not mean when they say nice things.
I don't know, man. I think it would still make the world a better place.
Maybe. It will make me not trust people as much, though. If out of nowhere people start saying really nice things, I'll be like, you don't mean that.
NL, I think you look great today. Fuck you, chat.
Yeah, see?
I'm onto your game.
He figured you out already. Alright, let's let all these spiders out to play. Yeah, spider time.
Spider time. Spider time.
See, it's good because it has time at the end, so you can say that. What the hell's the key? Oh god, ow. Dead.
Dude, if you don't win on the first Spelunky run, just give up.
It's just downhill. What should I do? I could beat Meat Boy.
You got enough time to beat Meat Boy?
I've got 18 minutes, not enough time.
You can beat my Meat Boy.
I get it. By hot babes, I assume he means Nick. That sounds about right.
I like your new haircut, NL. Fuck you, chat.
I have to be so cruel to the poor man. Wow! Worst death of all time. I take 2 steps down the thing, arrow bounces off something, knocks into me, doesn't kill me, but I bounce onto some spikes. Made 2 movements in that. Chat, you can laugh at that one, that's okay.
You know, this run is going okay, but it's not going to be a very good score. And that's okay. You know, not every Spelunky run can be a score run. For me.
I would kind of love it if they added multiplayer to the deathmatch version of this too, and you could get like a ranking like Call of Duty.
That would be really funny.
Probably play that a lot.
You know, they announced the, the dude announced
The dude did.
the Battle Kitchen edition of Cooks Are Delicious today after teasing us
Yes.
forever. There's like, I don't even know where to start. There's like 1,000 things that have been added to
Saw
it.
the references. It looks very cool.
Lots of cameos from other indie games, including Rogue Legacy,
Power
Nidhogg, Lethal League, all sorts of stuff.
Oh, it's Candyman in it.
I don't know if Candyman's in it, Nick. It's probably Raptor, if I had to guess.
I really hope Candyman's in it.
Additionally, several different local multiplayer modes. Not just like head-to-head, but some that like require cooperation. Like the one that I read about and remember was like, you play in like 15-second intervals. So you could be like halfway through an order, and then you have to communicate.
switch?
Yeah, you have to communicate what
great.
you did to your partner, because they'd be using like a different controller, and you'd be locked out from trying to finish the job for them.
So can I hopefully see some Kate and Ryan play?
That's what I'm hoping. Yeah.
Nice.
There's also going to be
That'll
like
be
a
very
co-op
exciting.
campaign in it, which is cool. Do I have a parachute? No. Time to die.
I look forward to that stream or video.
WTF happened to Nidhogg? Well, the online doesn't really work on PC.
The curse of online indie games.
Might as well just call it like it is. But it did just come out on PS4 and Vita, and I think it's PS Plus. And I've heard people talking about the online, saying like, I've been matching up with people in Nidhogg, and it's a lot of fun. So maybe with the help of Sony, it's actually like functional online. I really like Nidhogg. I'm not trying to fire shots just to be an asshole. I just wish the online worked.
Yeah, same here. I don't wish anything bad about it to happen. It's just like, I really wish the online worked better because I want to play it. That's it.
And it's not like it's like a user-created mod. It's like, it's an advertised feature. Like when the online doesn't work, or we can't get it to work anyway in Spelunky, it's like, okay, it's pretty much what I expected. But when it's advertised as like a feature of the game and it doesn't work, a little bit more salty about that, I guess.
I'm not even salty. I'm just disappointed because I wanted to play it.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
I mean, I could theoretically stream it off my PS4, but I don't know if you would want to do that.
I don't care enough to do that.
Yeah, okay. It is significantly more work to set up changing consoles.
It really
in the middle
is.
Of the stream. Nick is a very hot babe, and I'm excited to see him. Was Twitch having any issues for you when you started streaming?
I don't think so, no.
It had that thing where it wouldn't update my broadcast again for a minute, and then it finally started working, and now it seems like my chat has been really quiet.
Yeah, I've had a little bit of the quiet chatness, Aberdeen.
Could just be people not talking to, so.
The girl on fire. Yeah, maybe we're just really boring.
Could be.
Is.
That is why, actually.
Please tell me I can get back up there without using my last remaining rope.
Please tell me you're Katniss Everdeen, the girl on fire.
You were yelling at us. What was I yelling at you about? I don't remember any yelling.
Were you yelling?
I wasn't yelling at all, by my estimation.
Unless it was like, condemning people to, have a miserable life because they don't like beer that you like. That was about the only yelling.
I'm so bored I'm falling asleep. Jeez, man, you should, don't get behind the wheel or something.
Drink Red Bull. Gives you wings.
Or just go to sleep,
Oh yeah, that's also an option. If it's an option.
Or we'll try to be more exciting. Welcome back to Throwback Thursday. We're playing the hottest hits of the 80s, 90s, and today. We got Chad Kroger from Nickelback coming on. He's going to tell us all the hot shit about his new album.
The hot shit is his album is hot shit.
NL, have you ever been Captain Picard for Halloween? Yes. Yes, I have.
Oh my god, I'm so bad at Spelunky today. Unbelievable.
Oh, yeah. Delete many. Up, down to the side. Welcome to the Lion Pride. Thank you for the subscription.
We're all watching Grandma's Boy. That's why we're not talking. Okay, that's
a good reason.
Where's your run at?
Temple 1.
Oh, okay. I guess that's expected, yeah.
Just had my first vault.
Red Bull had to pay a lawsuit since people complained it didn't give them wings. I actually read that this morning, and that's why I made that reference in part.
This morning?
That's when I read about it. I don't know when it happened.
This smorkening.
I mean, you're just trying to break your own chat then, huh?
This morning? I wonder if I'll be safe here. Or this smorkening.
Ooh?
I'm gonna try it like this. Let's do this. Shopkeeper man. I think you're gonna fall into the lava and give me a free shotgun. Yep.
Hello, sorry I'm late. I had to work. Don't worry. You don't need to apologize when you had to work. It's all good.
Hopefully I'll be able to get back up there. But I'm gonna need some ropes to do it. But I mostly just wanted the free shotgun.
You missed nothing. Thanks, Trey.
Trey?
Trail is awesome. I abbreviate people's Twitch names.
I thought it was Trey Cool, the drummer for the Green Day.
Trey Parker, as we talked about.
Trey Stone, you mean?
Trey Parker and Matt Stone.
Where did the shotgun go? Does the shotgun get melted by the lava? Chat? What's the melting point of iron?
Too hot for you.
I don't disagree with that. Well orchestrated, NL.
That's pretty good.
I like it.
Well orchestrated.
I like that too. Yes, it does get melted.
Finch. I remember the band Finch. I didn't really listen to them though.
Goldfincher?
No, just Finch.
Isn't Finch the guy who fucked Stifler's mom?
He was also, I think, the guy from like Spin City or something. What was that show called?
No, you're right. He was the guy from Just Shoot Me.
Just Shoot Me, that's right.
That was David Spade.
Yeah. I always confuse those two shows for some reason. Just Shoot Me and Spin City. I don't know why.
They both take place in like an advertising office in the late 1990s.
Oh. I guess that's a good reason then.
Why even get the shotgun, you dumb piece of shit? Just freaking kill Anubis. Get the fuck out of here. Why am I worried about the shotgun? I'm gonna need to get the scepter anyway. God, it's so stupid sometimes.
Hey, Pineapple Pubes, thank you very much for your donation of $1.20. And just want to say I'm very happy that we could help you feel a little bit better and get you through hard times.
Wouldn't it be great if it said hard time instead?
Yeah, but nobody needs help getting through that M. Dickey game. That game's fantastic. Why have we not played that on the show, by the way? Dickey Wild Wild West. You remember that, right? It's the bizarre one where you like wrestle in a prison a lot.
That's what I specifically referenced. Yeah, of
Yeah.
course I remember it. Of Smorks, I remember it.
Seems like something you would love. Wrestling and prisons all in one thing.
Yeah, because I play Prison Architect and know who Triple H is.
Yeah. I mean, that's how things work, right? You make broad generalities based on a couple of data points.
Well, I'm gonna get to the shitty of gold, but I don't know if this is gonna be a very good seed at all.
Who is Limp Bizkit? Well, first thing you want to know is that you can't mess with them, so don't try that.
Yeah, but why?
They get it on basically every single day, also at night too. They also have platinum albums. They do them constantly. They're not going to stop anytime soon.
What can I do to rectify the situation?
Well, you could try getting a better beat, or if that's not applicable, maybe a better rhyme would also work.
Okay, that's fair.
They have the game set, so don't complain.
Oh, okay. When should I not complain?
24/7. Never been
Oh,
for a rain
okay.
check.
Good to
As far
know.
as soldiers go, they're old school. They're banging out the hot shit, you know, that rock shit. Put some bounce in the mosh pit.
Throw your hands up.
How do you feel about King Crimson, the band, I mean? I'm not sure what else that means other than the band, but I like them. They're really good.
King Crimson is dope as hell. And so is
think,
Children of Men.
Yeah, you've got somebody here who listens to all kinds of progressive rock and metal, and you've got a Canadian person, so like King Crimson, thumbs up.
All right. I can't tell if that's a self-aware reference about my appropriation of Canadian musicians or if King Crimson is actually Canadian.
I want to leave that ambiguous for the sake of
I
jokes.
believe King Crimson is American. Or English, maybe.
It's actually a little hard to say because they've rotated like 1 million band members as far as I'm aware, and they have a very long career. So, I don't know. I actually don't really know the answer. I like them, though.
Yeah, King Crimson is sweet as hell. Confirmed.